welcome to another RodzSquad Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be playing with the Capcom 1992 arcade stick for the Super Nintendo. I didn't know they had one of these, so it's kind of interesting to find that out. And we're going to be playing Killer Instinct with it to see if how my buttons and stuff work out. We got to play with Jago because, you know, he's a futuristic ninja and he just looks incredibly weird. Because, you know, it's insane. As you can see, it's kind of works out, actually. It's just I've been one to use fight sticks, so I'm more of a pad player. But if I can get my moves out with it and it's fluent, so if I can do it every time like this, then I consider it a good thing. Just, you know, it's kind of complicated to talk and play at the same time, but
like walk and chew gum.
As you guys can see, I can get the Ultra out with the controller. So, I guess that means it works.
So what do you think? The buttons responsive?
Everything's responsive.
The control stick itself?
The stick itself can be a little tight.
Okay.
Which can be a good thing and a bad thing.
Okay. I also see that it has different options, some different buttons.
Turbo, I don't really use turbo. Turbo's basically a thing that if you want to spam out Hadoukens, you put the input in.
Or maybe it could also be used for shoot 'em up type games, those type of things too.
Maybe for Final Fight.
You know, it's fun to know that games like this that was released in 1995 or 94
can still be working.
Killer Instinct still holds up very, very well. Graphics are still really nice too, if you got to admit. I mean, we're talking about,
and this is the 16-bit era.
Yeah, right, 16-bit, and we're talking about, you know, SNES, and that was a completely different generation of video gaming consoles. Back then, it was the Genesis, am I not mistaken,
yes,
and the SNES. I think TurboGrafx was way in the back then, and again, he did another one of the Ultras, as you could see. But the game does hold up very well, doesn't it?
Still does hold up well.
But sound and everything.
Sounds great. What I'm excited about is that it works fine, perfectly.
So again, this is the Capcom.
This is the Capcom Fight Stick, which I did not know they made one. The one I did before was the PlayStation 2, and that's basically the first fight stick I ever tried.
Okay, so right now you're giving it a.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
You want to try a different game, maybe to try another game, just to give it a shot, just so we can see something a little different.
Why not?
Let's try something else. We're using the multi-cart, guys. The multi-cart, right? All right, so let's see what other games he's going to go ahead and try real quick. But again, this is the official Capcom arcade joystick fight stick for the SNES, released back in 1992. Obviously, it must have been released for Street Fighter,
obviously.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I think, one of those. So, you know, back then, many fighting games came out.
We're playing fake Street Fighter.
By Data East. Fighters History.
Budget Street Fighter.
Actually, this is a pretty cool game, too. And they actually had a follow-up game called...
Karnal's Revenge.
Karnal's Revenge, right? And
yes.
It was Dynamite. Was it Dynamite?
No, it was Karnal's Revenge in Japan, Dynamite in America.
Okay, and it was released on the Neo Geo, if I'm not mistaken, right? But, you know, it's good to just see how it looks with, or how it plays with different games. But it's pretty much the same movements. You do arcade Hadouken movements.
Hadoukens. I like Ray, because Ray plays like Terry. So if you guys don't know, it's Terry Bogard from King of the Fighters, Fatal Fury.
No, not for nothing. This game looks pretty good too.
Basically, what I got from this game is to play this, just don't let your opponent move. You don't give them any space; they can't do anything.
Well, we're not gonna talk about Mortal Kombat 2, of course.
No, Mortal Kombat 2's AI is increasingly frustrating, and it's well known to be one of the hardest fighting game ladders you've ever played. You can put the game on the easiest difficulty, and it'll still find a way to win.
Well, it looks like you're not having too much of a difficulty, really.
I'm not having no trouble doing the special moves.
It's very responsive. The buttons feel good.
Yes.
There's a bit of a surprise I'm not sure you're aware of, and once you finish this fight right here, I want to show you something with this controller that made it even much more special. And I'm pretty sure you didn't know about it, but I'm going to show it to you right now after this. But to me, I was really happy to have it in the collection. Really happy to have it in the collection. And
damn, he's blocking everything.
I love accessories. Well, right now, it looks like you're getting challenged now. Oh, you
Not
got
anymore.
him.
It's like Vega. Like
Games,
jump around.
these games are they're just so much fun, but they're more fun when you're fighting against someone else.
Exactly, when you're playing another player.
All right, so we can go ahead and reset this. So I just want to show one last piece of this that really I don't think you really knew about. If you pick up the controller,
Is it the mode?
no, pick it up. Let me show you. Pick it up. Now you see the portion, that part. Pull it out. You can connect another one so you can use it on a different system.
Oh, that's cool.
So they had adapter wires for it that you can connect it. I think you can actually also connect it to the Genesis if they had a Genesis wire to it.
That would be awesome.
So it made it not only for the SNES, I can't say official anymore, it's just in the Capcom official fight stick that could be utilized for Genesis or the SNES.
It says for exciting computer games.
There you go. So
That's interesting.
So that's a nice little
Yeah,
surprise.
it's a nice little thing to have.
So your overall thoughts? Thumbs up, thumbs
Thumbs
down?
up, man. As long as I can get my ultras out in Killer Instinct and I get my special moves out in the fighting games, I'm good.
Sounds good, man. So we're gonna keep it retro, guys.
Keep it
As
retro,
always,
guys.
as always, if you guys run across this right now, we definitely give it a thumbs up. Capcom's official fight stick for either SNES or Genesis.
Genesis.
Keep it retro, guys. Got it.